What if I told you that fear is just an illusion, one that can be controlled, mastered, and even eliminated? The ancient Stoics knew this truth well. They faced uncertainty, hardship, and even death with an unshakable mindset. And today, you're going to learn how to do the same. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal. But most people let it paralyze them. The Stoics saw fear differently. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine standing before a great challenge. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, starting a business, or even standing up for what you believe in. Your mind races, your heart pounds, and doubt creeps in. This is where most people stop, but not you. Because after today, you'll have the tools to break through. Lesson 1. Control your perception. Stoic philosophy for modern life. Welcome everyone to our first lesson in this series on Stoic philosophy for modern life. Today, we're diving into a powerful idea that can change the way you see the world. Control your perception. This lesson comes straight from the teachings of Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers of all time. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters. And trust me, this one idea can transform your life." So, let's get started. Welcome everyone to our first lesson in this series on Stoic philosophy for modern life. Today we're diving into a powerful idea that can change the way you see the world. Control your perception. This lesson comes straight from the teachings of Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers of all time. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And trust me, this one idea can transform your life." So let's get started. Epictetus taught that our emotions, whether fear, anger, or joy, are not caused by external events. They're caused by how we interpret those events. In other words, it's not the bump that makes you angry. It's your perception of the bump. Maybe you think, "That person disrespected me," or "They did that on purpose." But what if you reframed it? What if you thought, "Maybe they're having a bad day," or "They didn't even notice me"? Suddenly the situation feels completely different. This is the power of perception. When you change how you see a situation, you change how you feel about it. And when you change how you feel, you change how you act. This is the foundation of Stoic philosophy. Control what you can control, your mind, and let go of what you can't. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience. It can paralyze us, stop us from taking risks, and keep us from living our best lives. But here's the thing. Fear isn't caused by the external world. It's caused by how we interpret the world. Think about it. When you're afraid of failing, what are you really afraid of? Is it the failure itself? Or is it what you think failure means? Maybe you think, "If I fail, people will judge me." Or, "If I fail, I'll never succeed." But what if you reframed failure? What if you saw it as an opportunity to grow? As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." So the next time you feel afraid, try this. Reframe the situation. Instead of saying, "I'm afraid to fail," say, "This is an opportunity to grow." Instead of, "I don't think I can do this," say, "I will face this and learn." When you change your perception, fear loses its grip on you. Now let's talk about how you can put this into practice. The Stoics were big on exercises, mental workouts to train your mind. Here are 2 simple exercises you can start today. Every morning, take a few minutes to reflect on the day ahead. Ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? How can I reframe them? For example, if you have a big presentation, instead of thinking, "I'm nervous," think, "This is a chance to share my ideas and grow." As Marcus Aurelius, Another great Stoic philosopher said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." At the end of the day, take a few minutes to review what happened. Ask yourself, how did I react to challenges today? Could I have reframed them differently? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about learning and growing. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These exercises might seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful. Over time, they'll help you take control of your perception, and in turn, your emotions. Let's look at some real-life examples of how this works. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Most people would feel frustrated, right? But what if you reframed it? Instead of thinking, "This is wasting my time," think, "This is a chance to relax and listen to my favorite podcast." Suddenly, the situation feels completely different. Or let's say you're dealing with a difficult coworker. Instead of thinking, "They're so annoying," think, "This is an opportunity to practice patience and understanding." As Epictetus said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master." Don't let someone else control your emotions. Take control of your perception. These small shifts in perception can have a huge impact on your life. They can turn stressful situations into opportunities for growth and help you stay calm in the face of challenges. So here's your takeaway from today's lesson. Control your perception, and you control your life. Remember, it's not what happens to you that matters. It's how you react to it. As the Stoics taught, you can't control the external world, but you can always control your mind. So, start reframing your challenges, practice those Stoic exercises, and watch how your life transforms. Lesson 2. Embrace discomfort. Seneca advised that we should practice discomfort so we no longer fear it. He once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This profound insight highlights how our minds can exaggerate fears, making them seem more daunting than they truly are. To become fearless, we must step into discomfort daily. This practice, known as voluntary discomfort, involves deliberately placing ourselves in challenging situations to build resilience. Seneca recommended this approach, stating, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By doing so, we confront our fears directly, diminishing their power over us. Practical applications. Cold showers. Starting your day with a cold shower is a simple yet effective way to embrace discomfort. The initial shock challenges your body's comfort zone, teaching you to remain calm under stress. Over time, this practice can enhance your mental fortitude. Public speaking. Many people fear public speaking more than death itself. To overcome this, seek opportunities to speak in front of others. Begin with small groups and gradually increase the audience size. Each experience will reduce anxiety and build confidence. Challenging tasks. Tackle tasks that push your limits, whether it's learning a new skill, engaging in intense physical exercise, or taking on a demanding project at work. These challenges expand your comfort zone, making previously daunting tasks seem manageable. The Stoic perspective on fear. Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of facing our fears to liberate ourselves from their grip. He believed that by exposing ourselves to what we fear, we diminish its power over us. This shift in perspective empowers us to accept and navigate challenging situations with composure and determination. Embracing discomfort in daily life. Incorporating voluntary discomfort into daily life doesn't require drastic measures. Small, consistent actions can lead to significant growth. Fasting. Occasionally skipping a meal can teach you that hunger is not as unbearable as it seems, fostering gratitude for the food you have. Digital detox. Unplugging from electronic devices for a day can reveal our dependence on technology and encourage us to find joy in offline activities. Physical exercise. Pushing your body through rigorous workouts builds physical and mental resilience, teaching you to endure and overcome discomfort. The benefits of embracing discomfort. By regularly practicing voluntary discomfort, you can expect several benefits. Reduced fear. Facing discomfort head-on reduces the fear associated with it, making you more courageous in other areas of life. Increased resilience. Regular exposure to challenges strengthens your ability to cope with unforeseen difficulties. Enhanced gratitude. Experiencing discomfort makes you appreciate comfort more, fostering a sense of gratitude. Embracing discomfort is a powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal for overcoming fear. By intentionally stepping into challenging situations, we train our minds and bodies to handle adversity with grace and resilience. Remember Seneca's wisdom. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. By confronting our fears directly, we strip them of their power, leading to a more courageous and fulfilling life. Lesson 3. Focus only on what you can control. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of understanding the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic teacher, articulated this concept clearly. Some things are up to us, and some are not. By internalizing this distinction, we can liberate ourselves from unnecessary stress and cultivate inner tranquility. Understanding the dichotomy of control. At its core, the dichotomy of control divides all aspects of life into two categories: things within our control. Our thoughts, beliefs, values, desires, and actions. Essentially anything that originates from within us. Things beyond our control. External events, other people's opinions and actions, natural occurrences, and outcomes of our efforts. By focusing on what we can control, our own responses and attitudes, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges more effectively. The pitfalls of worrying about the uncontrollable. When we fixate on elements beyond our control, we set ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. For instance, others' opinions. Obsessing over how others perceive us can lead to inauthentic behavior and constant anxiety. Marcus Aurelius advised, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Future events. Worrying about future uncertainties diverts our attention from the present moment, impairing our ability to act effectively now. Past mistakes. Ruminating over past errors prevents us from learning and moving forward. As Seneca noted, "What is the point of dragging up sufferings that are over, of being miserable now, because you were miserable then?" Practical steps to implement the dichotomy of control, awareness, and reflection. Begin by observing your thoughts and identifying when you're stressing over something beyond your control. Journaling can be a helpful tool for this practice. Shift your focus. When you catch yourself worrying about an uncontrollable factor, consciously redirect your attention to aspects you can influence. For example, instead of stressing about a looming economic downturn, focus on enhancing your skills and adaptability. Mindfulness practices. Engage in mindfulness or meditation to center yourself in the present moment, reducing anxiety about past or future events. Set internal goals. Base your goals on actions you can control. Instead of aiming for external validation, strive for personal growth and integrity. Acceptance. Embrace the outcomes, whatever they may be, with equanimity. Recognize that you've done what you can, and the rest is beyond your influence. The liberating power of letting go. By releasing the need to control external events, we free ourselves from a significant source of stress. This doesn't mean we become passive, rather, we engage fully in actions within our control and detach from the results. As Epictetus wisely stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." Real-world applications, professional life. Focus on your effort, dedication, and continuous learning, rather than office politics or market fluctuations. Personal relationships. Communicate openly and act with kindness. But understand that you cannot control others' reactions or feelings. Health and well-being. Adopt healthy habits and routines, acknowledging that while you can influence your health, certain conditions may still arise. Embracing the Stoic mindset. Adopting the Stoic approach to control requires consistent practice and self-awareness. By internalizing the dichotomy of control, you can navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. Remember Marcus Aurelius's enduring words. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By focusing on what you can control, you pave the way for a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Lesson 4. Practice. Negative visualization. Negative visualization, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, is a powerful mental exercise designed to cultivate gratitude, resilience, and emotional equilibrium. By imagining the loss of the things we value, our possessions, relationships, health, or even life itself, we prepare ourselves for adversity and deepen our appreciation for what we have. This practice is not about fostering pessimism, but about embracing reality and strengthening our ability to face life's uncertainties with grace and wisdom. In this lesson, we will explore the concept of negative visualization in detail, its benefits, and how to incorporate it into daily life, supported by insights from Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Negative visualization, also known as premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, is the deliberate act of imagining worst-case scenarios, or the loss of what we hold dear. The Stoics believed that by confronting these possibilities in our minds, we could reduce the fear and anxiety associated with them and develop a deeper sense of gratitude for the present moment. For example, a Stoic might visualize the loss of a loved one, the failure of a business, or the decline of their health. While this may seem morbid, the purpose is not to dwell on suffering, but to prepare the mind for life's inevitable challenges. By mentally rehearsing adversity, we become less attached to external outcomes and more focused on cultivating inner strength and virtue. The Stoic perspective on negative visualization. The Stoics viewed negative visualization as a tool for achieving ataraxia, tranquility, and eudaimonia, flourishing. They believed that much of our suffering stems from our attachment to things beyond our control, such as wealth, status, or relationships. By practicing negative visualization, we remind ourselves of the impermanence of these externals and shift our focus to what truly matters: our character and virtue. Seneca, in his letters, often emphasized the importance of preparing for adversity. He wrote, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster. This is a reason for ensuring that nothing ever takes us by surprise. We should project our thoughts ahead of us at every turn and have in mind every possible eventuality, instead of only the usual course of events." Seneca's words highlight the practical benefits of negative visualization. By anticipating challenges, we reduce their emotional impact and are better equipped to handle them. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, also stressed the importance of mental preparation. He advised his students to remind themselves daily that everything they cherish, their family, friends, and possessions, could be taken away at any moment. This practice, he believed, would help them detach from externals and focus on what is within their control: their thoughts, actions, and attitudes. When you are going about any action, remind yourself what nature the action is. When you are kissing your child, say to yourself, "I am kissing a mortal." Epictetus's advice may seem harsh, but it serves as a reminder of life's fragility and the importance of cherishing the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, also practiced negative visualization. In his personal journal, Meditations, he frequently reflected on the transient nature of life and the inevitability of loss. By doing so, he cultivated a sense of gratitude and humility, even amidst the pressures of ruling an empire. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. Marcus's words encourage us to live with intention and appreciation, knowing that our time is limited. The benefits of negative visualization. Cultivates gratitude. By imagining the loss of what we have, we develop a deeper appreciation for it. For example, visualizing the loss of a loved one can make us more present and affectionate in our relationships. Reduces anxiety. When we mentally prepare for adversity, we reduce the fear of the unknown. This practice helps us approach challenges with calmness and clarity. Enhances resilience. By confronting worst-case scenarios, we build emotional strength and adaptability. This resilience allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Promotes detachment. Negative visualization reminds us of the impermanence of externals, helping us detach from material possessions and societal expectations. This detachment fosters inner peace and freedom. Encourages mindfulness. This practice encourages us to live in the present moment, savoring what we have, rather than constantly striving for more. How to practice. Negative visualization. Start small. Begin by visualizing the loss of minor possessions or conveniences. For example, imagine your phone breaking or your favorite cafe closing down. Reflect on how you would cope and what you would appreciate in its absence. Reflect on relationships. Consider the impermanence of your relationships. Visualize the loss of a loved one and reflect on how you would honor their memory. Use this exercise to deepen your appreciation for the time you have together. Contemplate your own mortality. While this may seem daunting, reflecting on your own death can be profoundly liberating. It reminds you of life's brevity and encourages you to live with purpose and integrity. Practice daily. Incorporate negative visualization into your daily routine. Spend a few minutes each morning or evening reflecting on what you value and how you would cope with its loss. Combine with gratitude. After visualizing the loss of something, take a moment to express gratitude for its presence in your life. This combination of negative visualization and gratitude amplifies the benefits of both practices. Common misconceptions about negative visualization. It's pessimistic. Negative visualization is not about dwelling on the negative but about preparing for reality. It's a tool for building resilience and appreciation, not for fostering despair. It's morbid. While the practice involves contemplating loss and mortality, its purpose is to enhance our appreciation for life and strengthen our ability to face challenges. It's depressing. When done correctly, negative visualization can be empowering. It reminds us of our inner strength and our capacity to adapt to adversity. Lesson 5. Remember the impermanence of life. Memento mori is more than a philosophical concept. It's a practical exercise that grounds us in reality. By acknowledging that our time is limited, we gain clarity and motivation to pursue meaningful endeavors, free from the paralyzing grip of fear. The origins and significance of memento mori. The phrase memento mori translates to, remember you must die. This reflection on the impermanence of life serves as a constant reminder not to take our time on earth for granted, and not to worry about things beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius on mortality. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings compiled as meditations, frequently reflected on mortality. He urged himself to live each moment with purpose and integrity, recognizing the fleeting nature of existence. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This perspective isn't meant to induce fear, but to inspire urgency in living authentically. By internalizing the reality of death, we can transcend trivial anxieties and focus on what genuinely matters. Embracing mortality to overcome fear. Fear often stems from uncertainty in the unknown. By confronting the ultimate uncertainty, death, we can diminish the power of lesser fears. Here's how memento mori can help. Perspective on failure. Recognizing that life is finite puts failures into perspective. Setbacks become temporary and insignificant in the grand scheme, empowering us to take risks and pursue our passions without fear of judgment. Liberation from others' opinions. When we accept our mortality, the opinions of others lose their hold over us. We realize that our time is too precious to be spent conforming to external expectations. Enhanced gratitude. Awareness of life's impermanence fosters gratitude for each moment, reducing anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. Practical applications of memento mori. Incorporating memento mori into daily life can be transformative. Here are some practices to help internalize this Stoic teaching. Daily reflection. Set aside time each day to contemplate the transient nature of life. This could be through meditation, journaling, or quiet introspection. Reflect on the fact that each day is a gift, and consider how you want to use it meaningfully. Visual reminders. Keep symbols that represent mortality in your environment. This could be artwork, a piece of jewelry, or even a simple note with the phrase, memento mori. These reminders can prompt you to stay mindful of life's impermanence. Mindfulness practices. Engage fully in the present moment. Mindfulness meditation can help cultivate an awareness of the now, reducing distractions and worries about the past or future. Prioritize meaningful activities. Use the awareness of mortality to guide your choices. Focus on activities and relationships that align with your values and bring genuine fulfillment. The Stoic view on death. The Stoics didn't view death as a negative event but as a natural part of life. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, "Keep death and exile before your eyes daily, and you will never have any abject thought, nor too eagerly covet anything." This mindset encourages us to live virtuously and with purpose, knowing that our actions define our legacy. Transforming fear into action. By embracing memento mori, we can transform fear into a motivating force. Understanding that our time is limited compels us to act decisively and align our lives with our true desires. This shift in perspective can lead to increased courage. With the fear of death diminished, we're more willing to take bold actions and pursue our dreams. Authentic living. We prioritize what truly matters, letting go of superficial pursuits and societal pressures. Resilience. Awareness of mortality helps us navigate challenges with grace, knowing that difficulties are temporary and part of the human experience. Embracing the impermanence of life through the practice of memento mori is a powerful Stoic tool for overcoming fear and living authentically. By reflecting on our mortality, we gain clarity, courage, and a renewed sense of purpose. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." Let this awareness guide your actions, freeing you from the shackles of fear and empowering you to live a life true to yourself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. Until then, stay stoic and I'll see you in the next video.